I'm on the phone with Trish Bobst, National Curriculum Specialist, Academic and Professional Group from Course Technology, Delmar Gale in Southwestern from Spokane, Washington. Trish, good afternoon, and thanks for agreeing to the call.
Good afternoon, and thanks, Bill.
Betcha. I came across a very fascinating presentation that you did recently at a conference, or maybe several conferences, entitled Soft Skills. We know our students need them, but how do we teach them? For the listeners of the Y Career Technical Education audience and website, can you share a summary of what that session was all about?
Yes, thank you. It is, we know that our students need those soft skills, no matter, you can teach them as many of the knowledge-based skills as you may. They could be great at all of the knowledge-based, but if they don't have the soft skills, then they're not going to hold a job very long, or maybe even get that job very long. So what we've seen really across the country and over the many years is how do we integrate those soft skills into the curriculum, because there's so many, the curriculum's so tight, so many things have to be taught. But where do we tie in these or integrate these soft skills, which are those very important skills that our students need? Who teaches it? Where is it taught? And maybe it's a thing that we really, everybody thinks that someone else is teaching it, but then maybe nobody is. So kind of in summary, it really ties into not just teaching those common core skills or those, it really connects into the 21st century skills and the Common Core, and also just those knowledge-based skills. But where do we tie in those soft skills?
I appreciate that. And that's across all of the career pathways or career sectors, correct?
Correct, yes. Really everywhere, whether it's career in tech or just your core academic, but across the board.
What were some of the civic walkaways? What have you learned, and what teachers can do to start implementing some of these soft skills in the classroom now?
Well, I think one of the things that we've learned is that, you'd probably ask 10 different people what soft skills are, and you'd probably get 10 different answers. But those are those skills, those kind of untouchable skills, the oral and written communication, maybe teamwork, work ethics, just showing up, not just showing up to work, but maybe showing up to work on time and putting your best foot forward, attention to detail, all those kinds of things that really, again, are those intangible things, critical thinking and problem solving. We hear that every day. How do you teach it? Where is it being taught? It's funny because what businesses say is that there are these huge gaps, and these gaps are things like communication skills, teamwork, interpersonal skills, problem solving, just even business process knowledge of how a business operates. And those gaps are exactly what those soft skills are. So really, taking it back to the teacher is then to say, well, who is teaching it and where is it being taught? I know one of our authors said one time she was returning papers to a student, and the student said, why are all these red marks on my paper? You're supposed to be, grading me for this paper, not necessarily, my grammar and whatnot. And she's like, well, wait a minute, that's all part of the paper, and that's all part of it. And then moving on into the soft skills, and she just thought, I feel like it's my own private or personal mission to be teaching these soft skills as well as these hardcore skills that we're teaching our students. Well, then you kind of ask teachers, well, where is it being taught, or how are you integrating it? And I think there's a lot of different ways to integrate it. Whether it's being taught as a unit here and there, you're integrating it into those regular skills, that skill that you're teaching your students. So there's a lot of different ways of doing it. The other thing that I see, too, is that there's all this talk about the Common Core standards across the states, that everybody has the national standards, and then the states tweak off of the national standards. And really with Common Core is just saying, okay, so it doesn't matter what your zip code is, but you should be learning the same thing as somebody in another zip code. And part of those Common Core, if you look at those, especially the language arts skills, it's exactly kind of rolls itself right back around to some of these soft skills of writing and listening and reading, as well as we talk about the 21st century skills. And as you and I have talked about before, Bill, the 21st century skills is really, I feel, another name of the things that we've been doing. It's getting our students ready for careers. It's getting our students ready to move on into further higher education. So really it's just, who's saying, okay, I'll take this as part of my mission and teach these soft skills integrated within whatever that course that they're teaching.
Yeah, I think that's very well said. And I also think that it resonates, particularly as I've learned, you're a teacher, or have been. You've taught in the classroom.
I have. Yes, I was a teacher. Both high school and college.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So where would we go to get more information about the resources that you've developed to help teachers in the classroom?
Well, Cengage.com, I guess, is the best place to go, the company that I represent. We have some things available there. There's a great website that will take teachers on into it's called our course care, and this is where you can actually go and see what kinds of sessions or what kinds of WebExes are coming up in the future. And if there's not something that's to your liking at that point in time, these are also archived and recorded. And that website is actually http www.cengage.com/school/course-care. So school/course-care under the Cengage.com website. And when you go there, you can actually click into different areas of your interest, and you can see then either upcoming WebExes that authors or editors will present and or archived webinars as well.
Excellent. Well, on behalf of the thousands of subscribers to the YCT.org initiative and website, and behalf of all of those that have an interest in promoting career technical education, we certainly thank you for your support and for your time today, Trish.
Well, thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate it.